good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: a deadly crash in Rockcastle County has claimed one life. Plus, we spoke to one of the Teacher of the Year winners here at WBON. We've got that interview, and a semi-crash shuts down parts of I-75 earlier today. All that plus more news. Of course, we've got local sports and weather. That's all coming up today live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, according to the KSP, a deadly crash that happened yesterday evening on Highway 70 in Rockcastle County. Kentucky police say it happened around 5:30 when a westbound Chevy Silverado driven by 59-year-old Charles Northern of Mount Vernon lost control and crossed into oncoming traffic. The Silverado collided with an eastbound Chevy Traverse driven by 56-year-old Sandra Whitaker, also of Mount Vernon. Sadly, Miss Whitaker was pronounced dead at the scene by the Rockcastle County coroner. Mr. Northern was injured in the crash and flown to the Albert B. Chandler Hospital in Lexington for treatment. His injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The Kentucky State Police are still investigating the cause of that crash. And of course, we'll have more details as they become available here at WBON TV Channel 9. Earlier this week, we shared the news about two local teachers who received the honor of Kentucky Shape Teacher of the Year. Michael Watkins spoke with one of the recipients and learned about her motivation in teaching and what makes her particular classroom technique stick out.
In Madison County, we are blessed with some of the best teachers and educators in the state. Across the many schools in the county, you'll find people who put their heart and soul into teaching our little ones. Candace Young, better known as Coach Young to her students at Madison Kindergarten Academy, is one of those educators, and she just received an honor from KY Shape as Teacher of the Year.
Well, the executive director of KY Shape actually calls me on the phone, and he does that for each individual winner. And he called me on the phone and said, you know, Coach Young, you are the Teacher of the Year in the state of Kentucky. And it was just like, I lost my breath for a second, and then I went, woo! And then my dog Oakley was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, you know, he thought something was wrong because I was screaming. But I was just so happy, so honored, so blessed. And I knew a few more days, like I say, before other people did. So I got to tell my family early and all that great stuff. And it's just a blessing.
Coach Young's PE class isn't your typical PE class. She takes pride in helping her kindergartners get a head start in learning about physical education.
My PE program at Madison Kindergarten Academy is a standards-based curriculum that is diverse and it educates the whole child and provides them with many different physical activity opportunities. My classroom is a gym, but I actually don't teach gym. I teach physical education. I'm educating the children physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and also just through health and having them learn to enjoy being physically active. So my classroom is in the gym, but I actually am a physical education teacher. If you walk into my classroom, I do an individual welcome. I love to go to the kiddos' ball games and, you know, dance recitals, just anything I can pop in and go to. I try to get the parents to dojo me their schedules and things like that, and I try to be involved as much as I can in my kiddos' lives. And even as they've left MKA, you know, I like to watch them grow, and I like to see where they've been and what they're doing. After I do an individual welcome as my kiddos walk in, I do an instant activity. So that's basically like, we do a little tag game, we do a little running, because they're 4, 5, 6 years old, and they just need to run and move and be physically active.
During her time at MKA, Coach Young says she has learned that even at their young age, her students can do anything.
Right before I came to Madison Kindergarten Academy, I taught at a middle school grade school in Newport, Kentucky. Great school, had a great time there, but I just seen this kindergarten job open up, and I'm like, man, that is the dream job for me. Like I just like bring all the energy, and sometimes the middle schoolers will look at me like, oh goodness, Coach Young, you know. And so, you know, the kindergartners just like, you know, that's where it was at, you know. So I got the job, and I came here, and I'm like, okay, you know, I just got done, you know, finished teaching middle school, and I tried to, like, you know, baby things down a little bit, and then I realized if I give that instruction and it's explicit and I explain it and I show it and I model it and and I'm doing my job and teaching these kids to love physical activity, they can do anything that a middle school, high school adult can do, as long as any kid can do anything they put their mind to. They really can.
Coach Young credits her fellow educators at MKA, her Open National Training Team, KY Shape, of course her family, and her dogs, Oakley and Maverick, for helping her become what she is today in receiving this honor. She'll receive the award and everything that comes with it during the KY Shape Annual Summer Conference on July 7th at 6 p.m. But before we departed, she wanted to remind all of her students that they can do anything.
What if it's too hard? I'm gonna push through. What if it's too tough? I'm gonna push through. What if it's too rough? I'm gonna push through. What if you're too young? That's not true. What if you're not good enough? That's not true. I believe in you. Chin up. Why? I can do anything I put my mind to.
Reporting for WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story, and congratulations to our Teacher of the Year winners. Well, earlier this morning, a section of I-75 was closed due to a crash involving a semi-truck. The crash happened a little before 8 on I-75 southbound. That was near the Newtown Pike exit. That's according to police. A semi collided with a car. At the scene, officers found a car underneath the truck's trailer. The driver of the car, who sustained non-life-threatening injuries, was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment. Fortunately, no one else was reported injured. The Newtown Pike southbound exit was closed while crews cleared the scene of the accident. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll go anywhere. That temperatures, they are getting warmer. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast for the rest of the week and the weekend. That's coming up next, live at 5.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County. Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
When the possibility for severe weather is a threat, it pays to have an expert on your side. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration want you to know that your home is their top priority. When the storms have left you with more questions than answers, Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is there to walk you through the process and offer free roof inspections and estimates. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, commercial and residential. Trust Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook to learn more.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. It is starting to feel like summer out there. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to let us know how high those temperatures are going to get. Here's Sam.
Hi, thanks, Grenelyn. Welcome, everybody. I'm meteorologist Sam Ryan. As we take a look out here, we've got a general thunderstorm chance into the day here Friday, a marginal threat for an isolated severe storm off to the east. We're going to be heating things up, tropical moisture arriving into next week. And so going to look at a beautiful weekend still, but again, those temperatures will be warming up. Let me show you the weather pattern. So for today, we've got this big dome of heat all stretched out to the west here. And we have this ridge in our jet stream, maybe overdrawn there a bit, but we've got these ridge riders, these areas of low pressure keeping the storms up there. And again, kind of sliding by to our east for the day tomorrow. Now, as we go into the weekend and next week, we see this transition. That high slides to the east. That allows this return flow starting Monday, Tuesday, right off of the Gulf. So things not only heat up, they're going to turn humid, and then we'll bring in higher chances at some storms from time to time as we go into next week, depending on the position of that ridge. So here we are into the day Friday. Again, just an isolated shower or storm into the afternoon. And just a general thunderstorm will be possible. There we are at 7 p.m. We'll be around 64 kicking off the morning. Daytime highs look like this in the mid 80s with that threat for an isolated storm rolling by. Our dew-point temperature will be in the middle 60s, so still a little bit humid but tolerable. Will be record highs 95. Look at that. Average high is 83. And as we get a look ahead into the day on Saturday, slightly cooler, so that's going to be a nice afternoon if you want to enjoy things on Saturday, because here comes some of that heat. That transition begins. We're going to be around 91, the humidity on the rise, and 93 on Monday. Isolated storm possible on Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on that. Sorry for the voice. Grenelyn, I'll send it right back over to you.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, in Georgetown, a 500-acre parcel of agriculture land off McClellan Circle might soon become the urban service boundary for the city. According to Scott County Judge Executive Joe Pat Covington, they are looking to make a business park that would bring new and diverse jobs to the area. To make this a reality, the city is seeking funds from Fayette and Madison counties, which would be used along with the state grant that is focused on promoting regional economies. This past Tuesday, the city of Richmond approved the involvement with the joint development project. Lexington will consider their participation sometime today, and the Georgetown Scott County Planning Commission will meet in July to discuss whether or not to approve the comprehensive plan, which includes the expansion of the urban service boundary and the proposed business park. Lexington police have arrested 46-year-old Karen Hendricks on charges of first-degree criminal abuse of a child. According to court documents, Hendricks allegedly beat her child under the age of 12 with an extension cord and a broom. The child reportedly told investigators that these beatings caused bruises all over their body, including head, face, and eyes. Officials say they observed these bruises on that child. A University of Kentucky hospital evaluation also found a hematoma, which is a collection of blood on the back of the child's head. Hendricks is currently in custody at the Fayette County Detention Center. This is a developing story, and WBON will continue to follow with any updates. Well, we do have an update on a search at a Lexington reservoir that began last night. The Fayette County coroner has identified the body recovered from the water as 76-year-old Ronald E. Logan. According to officials, Mr. Logan was a Vietnam veteran and a member of the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame, inducted just back in 2023. The cause of the death is being investigated as an accidental drowning. Again, we'll have more on that as it becomes available. Well, in a story we've been following here on Channel 9, Kentucky couple John and Myra Elam have been indicted on multiple charges of child pornography. The couple, who were owners of the Edgewater Recovery in Rowan County, were arrested last month after a raid on their home. According to court records, a device inside a home was logged onto a website that displayed minors in sexual acts. Both were each charged with 16 counts of possession of child porn. John was also charged with owning a gun as a convicted felon. The couple are currently lodged in the Rowan County Jail. Their next court appearance is set for June the 21st. Well, Lexington police are investigating a shooting that occurred in an apartment complex yesterday evening. At around 8 p.m., officers were dispatched to the 3500 block of Pimlico Parkway after receiving reports of shots being fired at the complex. Police say they found damage to property, but no one has been reported injured. One resident of Prime Apartments, Ashley Wells, reportedly stated that bullets hit her sliding glass door. She got up and went to the sliding door to look out and see what was going on. And that's when she witnessed a guy shooting at another guy that was running. He fell down a hill. After that, my blinds blew out of my face and I ducked for cover. A neighbor's window was reportedly hit as well. The investigation to that shooting is ongoing. Well, the Lexington Police Department is looking for information regarding a shooting last night. About 8:20, police were dispatched to a hospital who had a man with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. According to the victim, he was injured in a shooting that occurred on Ohio Street on Tuesday night. That's all of the information that has been released at this time. If you have information regarding the investigation, you are asked to please contact local law enforcement or the Lexington Police Department. That phone number, 859-258-3600. You can also give anonymous tips to the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers by calling 859-253-2020. You can also visit their website for an anonymous tip. Well, yesterday marked a very important milestone for a Lexington senior citizen. Anita Cox celebrated her 100th birthday with the staff and other residents of Preston Green's Senior Living. During the celebration, staff and residents alike reminisced on their time and memories with Anita. Activity Director Will Naylor said the building has been open for only a few years, and it's to my knowledge that she is the first person to turn 100 years old. From the WBON TV crew, happy 100th birthday, Anita. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Dawson Rule coming up next with local sports.
Hey y'all, it's Josh
And Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
You know, those giant law firms love to brag about how many billions they've won. But what's important to us is winning the support of our Kentucky community and fighting for justice for our clients.
We are grateful you voted us Best Law Firm in the 2024 Smiley Pete Best of Lexington contest. At Hicks & Funson, you're more than a dollar sign and more than just a number.
So if you've been injured and you prefer local instead of large, call 859-777-7000 or visit honestfearless.com.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets.
Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Today on sports, Dawson Rural has highlights from the Cardinal Classic in Winchester, where Madison Southern competed earlier today. With local sports, here's Dawson Rural.
As we get deeper into the month of June, basketball camps have wrapped up by now, and Summer League basketball for the local high schools is officially underway. One of the bigger tournaments nearby is the 2024 Cardinal Classic hosted by GRC. 56 teams from Kentucky and surrounding states are coming upon Winchester for ball games over the next 2 days. Now, Madison Southern's girls and Madison Central's girls are participating, and earlier today, Madison Southern's girls got going against Grayson County and Montgomery County. Let's go to the highlights. Montgomery County started out hot, scoring the game's first couple points and had plenty of big threes like this one, but the Lady Eagles clawed back fast. Hadley French and, oh, was that a step back? She's a shooter, that's for sure. As a few plays later, Hadley again from the corner, swish. She must be out there playing string music with that net. She had a big game for her team today. Couple plays later, Olivia Coburn on the fast break beats the defense for a big layup, and Southern is hanging around. Missed three there by Bailey Sparks, but Lily Kirk on the spot for the putback, and it was a close one at halftime. As we turn into the second half, Montgomery County showed out, attacking the basket to go up 9 here, but the Lady Eagles had a little bit left in the tank as Hadley French zips it over to Lacey Sound for that easy lay-in, but Montgomery County was too much as they pulled away to win in this matchup at the Cardinal Classic. I'll be headed back over tomorrow to check out the Lady Indians of Madison Central in their matchup. The Kentucky basketball team just got their game announced for the ACC-SEC Challenge for next season. This year the Cats are on the road heading to Clemson to play the Tigers at Little John Arena. UK owns an all-time rate of 12-4 against Clemson in basketball, but the two teams haven't met since November of '97, a season where Tubby Smith and the comeback Cats hung banner number 7. In the opening year of the challenge last year, Kentucky hammered 8th-ranked Miami at Rupp Arena by 20-plus points. The Lexington Legends are offering players a unique new benefit. Just announced, the Legends have partnered with Manual, an online wellness service targeting men, by providing them with information about helping their mental wellness, nutrition, fitness, men's health, and more. In a sport like baseball, where these things aren't always discussed, this program will be an easy and private way for players to reach out to community leaders and resources for their own individual needs. The Legends organization is deeply committed to their players and staff's physical and mental well-being. As the UK baseball team is arriving in Omaha for the College World Series, it was announced that head coach Nick Mingione was named the Perfect Game National Coach of the Year. It's the second time in his 8 seasons as a head coach he has earned this award. Mingione has led the Batcats to an SEC Conference Championship this year and the first College World Series appearance in Batcats history. Mingione and the Cats face NC State on Saturday in that first game. That'll be all for today's recap. I'm Dawson Rural with Channel 9 Sports.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break right back here with more news after this.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBONTV.com, and click the Over-the-Air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBONTV.com.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. The Lexington Police Department has released the identities and charges against 4 individuals allegedly implicated in a shooting incident near Lansdowne Drive and Reading Road earlier this week. No injuries were reported, but a resident fell victim to gunfire. The suspects identified as 22-year-old Luis Edo, 29-year-old Elias Loiza Zappel, 37-year-old Adias Lopez Perez, and 27-year-old Daniel Villa Igaz were apprehended at the scene. They now face a litany of charges, including 7 counts of wanton endangerment first-degree police officer, 2 counts of wanton endangerment first-degree, 1 count of criminal mischief first-degree, and 1 count of discharging a firearm within the city limits. The incident unfolded shortly after 2:30 when law enforcement responded to reports of gunfire in the vicinity of Lansdowne Drive. Upon arrivals, officers pinpointed the source of the disturbance at the residence on Ormond Circle. The investigation into the shooting and what led to it are ongoing. Well, a Manchester man was arrested for reportedly sexually assaulting a minor. Deputies were dispatched to a Clay County hospital where they were told by a woman that her daughter had been sexually abused. Johnny Johnson allegedly took the minor to Cotton Bend Road where he attempted to sexually assault her. Johnny Johnson was then arrested and charged with sexual abuse in the first degree. Johnson is currently lodged in the Clay County Detention Center. With that, we're going to say goodbye today. Thanks so much for joining us. It's getting warm out there. Be careful. And of course, don't forget, we'll be right back here tomorrow. More news, more weather, and more sports. Have a wonderful afternoon. See you tomorrow, Live at 5.